Hi, I'm Luke Timmerman, the founder and editor of Timmerman Report, here at the BioCEO and Investor Conference in New York. And with me today is Brad Loncar. He's an independent biotech investor, and last year started two interesting things: a cancer immunotherapy index and a cancer immunotherapy exchange traded fund, or ETF. It trades under the ticker CNCR. Thanks for joining us, Brad.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
So, Brad, a lot of people in the stock market are pretty nervous today. It's rough out there. How bad is it?
It's pretty rough, I have to say. I mean, let's be honest. I ran some numbers last night, and if you look at the average stock in the NASDAQ Biotech Index, it's down 58% from its high of last year, which was around July, and that's a significant decline. That's something that especially generalist investors who are looking at their portfolios and seeing their average biotech stock down that much, that's a very disruptive thing, and I hope it doesn't scare people away for very long, but it might, because that's a significant decline.
Now, you have noticed a long-term trend here with cancer immunotherapy, and you created those two things that I mentioned. Why do that? What was the need there?
Yeah, so the idea is, we think of biotech as one thing, and the reality is that it's different. There are different businesses within biotech. Just like in technology, you think of semiconductors and telecom equipment and software as different things. Biotech has high growth areas and high innovation areas and low innovation areas, and to me, cancer immunotherapy is the most interesting science and the most disruptive technology in our industry right now. And I thought there was some value in tracking it specifically, because if you just look at the biotech indices, there's a lot of different things that make that up. And I think some people want to focus on cancer or rare diseases. And I think there's value in looking at them separately because they have different business models.
Definitely a lot of interesting fields of science, and cancer immunotherapy is one. Is there any particular catalyst that you look forward to this year that you think might turn around some of that bearish sentiment?
Sure, it would be so nice to have, a great trial result, just lift spirits. And there's a few things that could happen. Number one, the anti-lingo data that Biogen is working on could be very transformational if it works. Another very important thing for this industry are the outcome trials that the PCSK9 drugs are going through. Those drugs have not been selling well early because a lot of the payers and the PBMs are waiting until that outcomes data has been released. So that's something that people will be focusing on a lot. And in the cancer space, I think there's some interesting trials going on. There's a cancer vaccine that's being tested in glioblastoma right now, and I would just love something like that to, have an early trial halt and, let's see some excitement for a change, because we haven't really had something like that for at least the last few months or, maybe longer. So it'd be good to have some good news.
It might change the story from drug pricing.
Absolutely. I would love to see that. I think everybody would.
Great. Well, thanks, Brad. Good luck in the year ahead.